I'm in the middle of dropping loved ones off at appointments again. Thought I'd make a quick video because I have a treat that I make for myself that is like, you could probably call it hyper-carnivore. I call it dirty carnivore because when I get a chocolate craving, there are like keto options for chocolate. They usually end up giving me some sort of like gas. It's not super painful, but I mean, if you want to be a little bit cleaner and still satisfy a chocolate craving, there are, I'm sure, all the like the real carnivores that are stricter, and it's better for like long-term healers and things like that, or like autoimmune disorders. Just don't give in to the cravings. Just eat extra crispy beef or fat or something that's clean until you're full, and then stop. Just don't give in to the cravings. But if it's not going to actually hurt you in that same way, there's one 2-ingredient treat I make for myself that really doesn't hurt. I think I took photos of it last time I made it, so I'll try to attach some of those. But they're just little tallow, like chocolate tallow bites that I make for myself, which sounds a little bit weird and gross, but they're actually quite delightful. I literally just take room temperature tallow, put it in a little bowl, and then I put in some good quality cacao powder, mix it up, and it, you know, literally just to taste. Like, there's no measurements. I don't have any recipe to share with you. It's literally just tallow, cacao powder to taste. Mix it up until, you know, it's a little weird to mix at first because tallow is just fat and it doesn't absorb, but it does kind of like it wets all the cacao and it turns into like a chocolate paste. Sometimes, which I wouldn't recommend because just for me, monk fruit makes me bloat, but if it doesn't make you bloat, it doesn't hurt you. I put a couple drops of like liquid monk fruit sweetener in it. I usually don't sweeten it because I like super dark chocolate. I don't really need my chocolate to be super sweet, so mine's just tallow and cacao, and just mixed up. I put it into silicone molds, like little bite-sized silicone molds. The ones I use at home are like teeny tiny, like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter squares. And then I literally put that silicone mold, throw it in the freezers to keep them super cold. And then when I bite, like I'll pop them out of the silicone mold and just toss them in. And it's like cold fudge with a little bit of a tallow aftertaste or undertaste or something. But they are great. They are awesome. If you are carnivore, dirty carnivore, hyper carnivore, and you're like cool with eating a little bit of cacao, they are delightful. Yeah, I made some here at my mom's house. I'm traveling, I'm staying with my mom right now, and she had big silicone molds, so I made recently ones that look like, instead of little squares that I pop in my mouth, they look like truffles. They're like way fancier. So yeah, that's pretty much all. So I just thought I'd share because they're, I don't know, I've always found them delightful, especially when I first started carnivore and I still had kind of strong cravings. I was working with, like I was doing all beef, and then I would have blueberries once a day, and then these tallow squares, the chocolate tallow squares, I used them for a few weeks to get through the first kind of like, I don't know, detoxing from crappy snacks. And it worked great for me, so hopefully it'll work great for someone else. I'm gonna go now, bye.